crash, but only we can hope here as we come into 5 lights in Austria. We're gonna wait because it's always buggy, but here we go. And we're off. Oh, are we off? I don't know. Oh no, it's a bug, and that's gonna make Canopus now lose a couple positions as Plutonium takes the lead, and JC gonna get past them here. And
a lot of people going very wide.
Yeah.
Also, the up and back is Mossy Gaming spun out.
Mossy Gaming already has spun.
Canopus is down to P10.
Oh, and there's a oh no, we're seeing a whole bunch of crashes here. Wow. Oh my, we're seeing more people spin.
Safety cover. He's not fouled up along the side. He's going to go down the inside. That would be a brilliant move. He can pull this off. He tries and holds it round. And they touch.
Oh no.
They touch Martin.
Amtrak will not be happy. Wolf is also catching the
Canopus
line.
coming on.
Oh, now that's going to send Crimson wide.
That was brilliant. He tries to get the move done. He cuts the corner.
Oh, and he spins.
So he caught that quite well actually coming out of pits.
Right behind him, he might be nigh in a double overtake. See what
No
happens.
threats as well. Coming to the inside of Whelp. Here we go. Let's see
Yep,
the ghost.
makes the move.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah, nice clean move from No Threats there.
Now Philo has
He's a
to worry about Plendor, who's going to be right behind him on those softs as well.
Oh, Whelp put his nose in there and slammed.
Oh,
It's a massive dive.
neon rays, but it's even worth for him. Maybe he thinks it's worth as he picks up now 6 seconds worth of time penalties. Oh no, that's
Coming across the line then for round 9 of the Austrian Grand Prix. He weaves across the line. Canopus wins.
Hello guys, and welcome to Tier 3 SLR. We are going into Silverstone tonight. I'm Van Beach, joined by co-commentator Wimpy.
Good evening all, and welcome to this SLR Tier 3 round at Silverstone, Britain. Let's hope for another good race tonight.
Yeah, indeed, this track is pretty good for battles, and we'll see exactly what the weather is going to be. Apparently it's on custom weather, so we could perhaps see some rainfall tonight, but looks like quali will be in the dry of the sun, so we'll see what happens.
Yep. So this might be testing the Tier 3 guys tonight, first time in the rain. See what happens, like you say. But yeah, otherwise it's a good track. I mean, a lot of guys they call this their favorite track of the calendar. So especially the maggots and maggots part, very dangerous section of the track. If you get the line slightly wrong, you're gone. You go forming. If you get it right, you survive. You're gonna have to come around again and try again. But yeah, I did some practice earlier, and yeah, it's not that easy to get it consistently right all the time, eh?
Yeah, this track, the S's can be pretty dangerous if you're not paying attention or getting it right. No one's gone out yet, and it's already been 1 minute, so that's odd.
Yeah.
Wonder what's going on here.
Right. So just to go through the drivers grid, we have 3 reserves in tonight. 2 of them, which I think is 2 of them are the first league race, which is in the form of Floor, and of course Odin. The other reserve standing in is who's the other one? Kebab. That's it. He ran last night as last week as well, which is Kirov. His name is Kirov in the lobby, I see. So yeah, let's see what Odin does and Floor. It's apparently these guys are really new to racing, but yeah, that's why we have a Tier 3, man, to give them an opportunity to show themselves what they can do and prove them to us.
And
if they
Plendor
will
joined.
up to tiers.
Okay, finally we have someone coming out. It's only
Yeah, boy.
2 minutes later. I don't know what everyone is doing. Like if I was waiting, like if I saw everyone waiting, I'd just go out right away for that free air. But okay, it looks like we finally have Fortune Hunter coming out. There's a Toro Rosso in front of him coming out. That might be JC or Dump Truck, I can't tell. But here we go. Quali is under session. 2 minutes already gone, so drivers lost a lot of time there, but it's okay.
Yeah, a couple of guys going out on softs, which is obviously the obvious strat, I think. Soft, medium, or maybe medium soft. But yeah, soft medium is definitely capable on this track.
Oh yeah, it is.
But around about, what is it, like 10, 9, 10, 11, even 12, depends.
Yeah, this is like...
Yeah, let's see what happens. It's definitely a soft medium truck.
We got a couple people on mediums, and looks like Grosjean might want to go on hards right now. He's fitted the hards, but he hasn't came out of the pits yet, so we'll see what happens when he actually comes out. But Wimpy, can you get closer to your mic a little bit?
Sorry, can get testing 1 2 3?
Yeah.
Sound now on stream. If
good,
you guys
good.
can tell us it's good.
You good. Okay, so Grosjean is coming out on those hards, so he'll be hoping to set a good time here. Grosjean's currently, I believe, 3rd place in the championship. He did not start, I believe, in Austria. So he'll be looking to make up some points there. Neon Rays finished 3rd last race. I believe he's 4th right now. Oh, no, he's 1st. I mean, he has 80 points in this championship so far. Both Toro Rossos are going to be looking to make a really good race today. They did not have the best of race last week in Austria. So these points will be very important. They're going to try putting themselves up there in quali and making sure that they have the consistency to keep the points, because they had a good start to the season, but now it's kind of fallen off a little bit recently. JC and Dump Truck have some work to do here. So here we go, quali. Our first person on the hot lap, JC. He's done a pretty good job so far at the moment. We'll go on board with him until he crosses the line to see what time he sets. And Grosjean, or not Grosjean, that is Fortune Hunter, who might actually also get faster than him. He's not that far, and we're seeing a yellow flag in sector 2, but no one seems to be going, oh no, I can't see yet, but looks like a McLaren went offline.
Looking around, oh, it's yeah, Tupaco just went off. It's a Renault into turn 2, but
oh, I see that, yeah.
Nothing.
Tupaca, he spun a lot last week, and okay, so JC is slowing down on the straight. Let's see. So Fortune Hunter had to get crossed, and that may have cost Fortune Hunter some time here, but it looks like Fortune Hunter will set the first lap here in Silverstone. Let's see what time he pulls in.
Chase is into the pits.
Yep, he must have screwed his lap somewhere. And here he comes, Fortune Hunter. What time? 28.6, so I believe that's an okay time. We'll have to see what other people put in. And here we have Princeton Onium already almost 1 second faster, and then West River 6/10 faster than Fortune, so Fortune will want to make a better lap in the upcoming minutes, but there's only 12 minutes now.
Yeah, seems like Neon Rays on a lap, our championship leader. No, he's lifting off again, he's on hards. Probably just doing a bank.
Yeah, so he's on hards as well with Grosjean. And let's see,
He's coming around now.
Well, he's on an outlap unless my game is...
Yeah.
Who's behind him?
He's starting his qualifying lap now. Oh,
that is Philo.
Nearly loses it in the first... Oh, I'm in the last corner.
Let's
now
see.
going into turn 1, flat out.
Okay, I think I might have you too loud.
Am I too loud? Ladies and gentlemen on stream, let us know, what do you think of the check volumes? Am I too soft or am I too loud? You tell us.
I think you're good now. And Neon Race is slowing down.
Yeah, he's failing. I think he must have invalidated or something.
So Grosjean,
he's letting Philoctetus pass.
Grosjean set a 29.4 on those hards, so I'd say that's a pretty decent lap on the hards. You can probably get a little faster, and Dump Truck also looking to go on the hards as well. Let's. I'm going to be on board with Mozzie now, as he's going to try to qualify in the top 3. He's pretty fast along with his teammate. I'm pretty sure they're around the identical pace. So
Yeah. Other guy also we need to look out for is JC. He's done a quite fast lap in practice before with the warm up practices before the race. He did a 1:27.1 if I can remember. So he also seems really fast if he gets it right. But let's see what he does.
yep, he unfortunately missed his first out lap or hot lap. So he's gonna try going again, and someone just jumped up the grid here. Tupaco with a 27 or 28.7, throwing himself into 8th or 7th place with the mediums. B-Pix and Legion looking at a good position at the moment until these other drivers on the softs get past. And Mozzie is gonna come into the in the middle of the third sector here. Seeing yellow flags, but that's just slow drivers. Oh, actually, no, there's a McLaren who's off in sector 1. Oh,
Yeah,
I cannot catch up to him.
Also Gaming coming out of the last corner now before he goes over the line. Let's see what he puts up on the soft tires. And he does a 128.2, not too bad, P4.
Not too bad. He's only 4 tenths behind his teammate, but I think he can definitely do better and push both alphas to be on the top row. Let's see. JC is on a lap here. He's coming into the end of sector 1.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what he does. I know what he's capable of doing. He's a fast guy. Seems like he really loves this track. Okay, wide slingshots it in beautifully. And then he needs slightly to drift out and then come back into the corner and then floor it all the way in ollie shifting. Now this next right hander is very important. If you get it slightly wrong, you lose a lot of time. If you get it dead center, you gain a lot of time. You got it pretty good there.
And it looks like he's going to catch up to the cars in front of him, hopefully.
Yeah, Public's making way for him through the maggots and bigots. He's looking really good, JC. Solid lap so far.
Yeah, a solid lap by JC at the moment. Yeah, he's like, you can just see the amount of time he's catching up to the person in front of him, so we'll definitely be setting a fast lap here. As long as the other person doesn't hold him up.
Yep.
And he's going into the pit, so he has all that free air now. Let's see what time JC pulls in. He comes to the final turn. Oh, and he's first place. Taking pole.
What did I tell you, man? This guy is a rocket.
Yeah, he is 27.3. That is an insane lap by JC.
He can even go faster.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. And actually, oh my god, it's starting to rain.
How did we not know this? Come on, drivers, pit crew chiefs, let us know what's happening with the weather. We want to know what's happening.
That could have been my eyes though, as the weather was changing though, I don't know, but the weather is definitely changing, so I think we might see some rain drop. Maybe that's why we have 3 people on those hards, you know, like they're thinking, if I qualify on the hards in the top 10, and No Frets puts himself in the 5th, so that's really good by him. Let's see, Dump Truck, he's, where is he? About to cross the line on the hards. What time will he pull in? He's not too good, at 1:30.
Let me just try and find out what's the weather like for the race. Give me a second.
Alright, and I'm going to be on board with Odin, who is new to the tier at the moment. Still is flawed. Both these drivers have not set a lap yet. I mean, I guess they're kind of nervous since it's the first race they're in. They want to see how everyone else does it, but if the weather does end up changing in quali, they're going to have to set a time as soon as possible here, and they're only on outlaps, so it's going to be a bit until they actually set in a real lap, so we'll see what other drivers are up to.
Chief being really stubborn and letting me know what the conditions is for a race. Apparently it's overcast and there will be some rain in the race, so it's going to be interesting. This is going to be really, really interesting.
So finally we get the rain that Tier 3 has been waiting for.
The first test, the first time that they're actually running custom weather, they're getting rain. So the test has been put out there for the drivers. Let's see what they can do tonight.
Indeed. I have a lot of memories of Silverstone and rain. That was where I got my first point in SLR.
I remember the last time we raced here in the previous season. It also rained.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a tough race, man, especially through the maggots and bigots section. It's a really, really tough.
So I wonder what kind of setups people are going to have, because like, are people going on their wet setups for quali, or do they think it's not going to rain too much?
Yeah, thing is, if we know a little bit more of the rain, we would know. But
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, even if you set rain, it's not always guaranteed to come in the race like at the time you want it to.
yeah,
So you never know. And I'm gonna be on board with Odin as he's in Sector 2 on his hot lap. First ever quality time for him, and so is Flaw. He's right behind him, kinda.
yeah. Let's follow these you guys and see what they do.
Yep. Will they shock us and pull in a 1-2 randomly? I kind of hope, to be honest.
Odin looking pretty
Oh, and he
solid.
goes.
This guy loses a little bit time on going wide there on the exit.
And he's gonna have to get past these two drivers, but he's gonna be forced to swerve out of the way.
Jeez.
That's gonna. Oh, and the Mercedes also moved up the land. That's gonna cost him like quite a bit of temps
See what
there.
time he puts up. This will tell us the story. Oh, and he goes wide again. I think the track's getting a little bit damp, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty overcast. He jumps over the curb, only puts himself in the
He's
pit.
done a
Oh,
1:30.4. Too
he's
bad.
not gonna be happy with that. Let's see what Flaw can pull as he comes to the final turn here. Flaw pulls in. Oh, he actually invalidated, so I wonder if he's gonna go for another lap. But his ERS is at 5 still, so doesn't look like.
He's going for another.
Yeah, there's only
Even
4
though
minutes
it's very,
left.
very dodgy at the moment. It's really cloudy and dark. The track looks damp. I'm not seeing any rain though yet, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Flaw, I believe either he doesn't know that he might have auto ERS on because his ERS is stuck on 5, and he won't have enough ERS to actually be effective with it to pull in a fast lap if he's planning on not going in the pits here. But even if he goes to the pits, there's only 4 minutes left, so it's a lot of time to waste going back in there, doing your out lap, and then doing another out lap. I think it's possible 4 minutes, but you would only have 1 try left. So we'll see.
Sorry, I'm with Legion at the moment. He's qualified P2 so far. Pretty good lap from him. Also a
Definitely,
pretty
yeah.
new guy in league racing. I think he's joined SLR about a month ago. He met us on stream while watching one of our races. He's also pretty new to racing, but I mean, putting a 1:27.5, that's a really good lap, man, for someone
Definitely.
that's been so young in online racing. So, well done to him too.
You also have Jimis in 4th, Pender in 5th, so those two guys I believe were new as well. I believe they
All the
debuted
newest
last week.
guys, top, yeah.
Dump Truck, I believe he's swapped to the softs here, and he's on an outlap, so we might see him jump up the table, maybe get a Toro Rosso 1-2 if possible. Mozzie Gaming and Cruzonium are split apart at the moment, the two German Alfa Romeo drivers. And
There's something about this grid that tells me what we can expect in the race. If I look at Grosjean, I mean, he first did a qualifying lap on hards and now it's on medium, so I wonder what he's up to. Is there something going to happen in the race, or rain halfway or something? Maybe he's going to try and stretch it till then.
yeah,
I don't know.
we'll find
She's
out.
been very, very secrecy of what the weather's going to do. Obviously, because it's custom weather, he set it up, so.
Yep, and also Flaw was unable to make a valid lap here, and I don't think he's going to make one because he'll either do it now and have a really slow time because he's going to be on worn softs, or he'll just not set a time because, I mean, I can't see it. JC also picks up the fastest lap again, but it doesn't look like it was that big of a margin. But
Just slowly, marginal, but still faster.
yep.
Let's see, we're going around with Blender at the moment. He's on his qualifying lap. Just want to see if he's up on his... Oh, no, he's a half a second down. Okay.
Alright, I was watching a Dump Truck who the game apparently says is on the outlap, but I know that's not true because I just saw him do an outlap.
Dump truck. Let's see. It shows he's on the outlap, yeah.
I mean, he's on 4 ERS, so I'm assuming that's just a bug, so I believe he's going to set his real lap here. Odin retires in the pits. Oh no, actually did he? It looks like in Sector 1 his car may have gone off, so I wonder if that was a retirement on track or if that's like just a crash here, but not going to be able to
Also,
see.
the championship leader down in P18. I wonder what's happening there. He
Yeah,
only said a 142. That must have been a banker lap or something, but I mean...
and he hasn't gone out
Surely
of
he's
the
going to
pits
go faster
either.
than that. What's happening? He's still in the pits, so he's not going to be putting up any faster qualifying lap than that. So that's for championship leader down in P18.
Dump Truck 27.8 puts himself in the 4th. The Toro Rosso is looking real good at the moment. Mozzie Gaming in 10th.
Really good lap.
I think with Neon Rays, it's with the weather probably affecting what he wants to do. Maybe he thinks that it might be more beneficial to start in the 18th and wait for the Carnage.
Most likely.
And let's see, can Grosjean do better on those mediums here as he's coming through the S's here onto the straight of Sector 3.
Guys in chat saying it looks like rain. I mean, it's Britain, right? The other guy says can't be Britain without rain. Of course it can't be, man. This is the ultimate test.
Oh, and there's a Mercedes who looks like he's off as well, but won't get it clear. Oh, okay, he's good. He's on back to driving, but Grosjean here, he's gonna set a better lap, but it's not gonna be enough for top 10. And that's quality pretty much over. We have 4 seconds remaining. I believe someone tried to cross the line right before it ends. That was Flaw, I believe.
Yeah,
And he puts himself into 16.
Let's follow them down the line. Let's see if he's up on his time or not.
See, can
Going
Crimsonian.
to sector 2 now.
Crimsonian has one last chance to grab pole position, and actually Legion's also on an outlap here, so he'll have his chance as well. All of the top 5 is on laps right now. Dump Truck though is probably on a cooldown lap, but No Frets comes in and Legion are all on hot laps here. HT's pole position is going to be under Fret until these guys cross the line. And I believe No Fret's actually going to be the first one. Let's see what time he puts in. Oh nope, he's going into pits. That's No Fret's out of the pole. And so is Crimsonium also going out here. So it's going to be up to Legion now to see if he can pull in the pole position. He's only around 2 to 3 attempts away. Can he find the time? Let's find out. Will he set the time?
But it still shows he's on his outlap. What the hell is up with this game?
Yeah, I don't know, because he crossed the line, so...
Yeah.
He's on 5 BRS, so he's putting everything he can for it.
Must be a glitch. No, we can't see his delta, whether he's up or down.
Hey, does this make it better for us?
2.8 tenths to beat that pole position time.
It's gonna be a surprise now when he crosses the line, you know?
Yeah. I know he's capable of doing it. Oh, and he goes.
Oh, and he goes for the pits, and that's pretty much JC.
Gone away.
I mean, I guess we have Gemis who could potentially threaten JC, but he's a lot of time off, so...
Yeah. So we still got Dumbstruck on the lap, is he? No, he's not.
It looks like he's actually on a lap because... No, he has 0 ERS, so he's on a cooldown.
Gismus is on the lap, he's going through Maggots and Bigots, exiting now.
Yep, Jimis is on a hot lap here. We're gonna have to see what time he puts in. And also, for some reason, there's a lot of people on track who have been crossing the line, but they haven't been gotten the check mark. Like, you can see the time remaining is almost 40 seconds. I've never seen it like that.
Codemasters days, I guess.
For real. And more people are retiring as they kind of probably realize what's going on here. And we'll just see what happens when Jimis crosses the line here. I don't know if he's gonna set the lap. I don't think he will. He's probably, he won't be able to do it. That's quality open for him.
Stays 6. So that's qualifying.
Yeah, there's a legit 20. Are these drivers gonna finish or like not cross the line yet?
Yeah, I think this lobby is glitch, man. I mean, 16 seconds left in the session.
I mean, Tupac. Yeah, he's not gonna make it in 9 seconds. Yeah, that's really weird. We've never seen this before. So there goes Follies randomly ending. Probably right. Is that how it works?
Yeah, boy.
I don't know. Look, it says 1 second, but nothing's happening. And that is very odd.
Ocean reckons no threats for the win. Who do you reckon is gonna take this one, man? I think JC looking pretty good at the moment.
If JC
he can keep it together without making mistakes,
yeah,
I think he can pull it off.
Now it's just Flaw who we're waiting for. Even so, we have a time remaining for no reason if we have to wait for Flaw to get in.
Oh my word!
And he's out of fuel coming into the pits, so it's gonna be even slower.
Someone just wants this guy to retire.
Hopefully, I mean, a long pit stop, unfortunately.
No.
But yeah, so pretty much what's gonna win this race is everyone's timing of the pit stop when it starts raining, and then your consistency in that rain and how fast you are in that rain, and you know, try not to make mistakes in that.
Definitely. I think the weather's gonna play a big part in this race and who's gonna win. If we go in pure pace, I reckon JC would pull it off. Legion is not too far off from him. Anything can happen. Like I said, JC is kind of having issues with the consistency and stuff, not making mistakes like me. But yeah, but if it's up to the weather, I think it's a pretty open race, man. There we go, finally.
So there it is. JC is going to be on pole with Legion. Right behind them, Crimsonium and Bbix in second row, No Pret Stunt Truck in the third row, Gemis and Plendor in the fourth, and Tupaka and Flesh River in the fifth row.
Is it just me or is the stream stuck?
Nope. My stream is fine from the phone.
Seems like it's stuck on a Ferrari going into the pits on 1 second, but nothing's happening. I don't know.
10 seconds until the
Never
session
mind,
starts.
never mind. All good, all good.
Hopefully we have formation lap today.
Yeah, it's our good old man, Mr. Ocean Chief, being the host. So I'm sure everything is stream fine. Thank you, Jack. And nice to have you on stream today and chat. One of the new names I've seen around.
Okay, so we're on a black screen at the moment. I feel like this lobby's gonna have technical issues. I don't know why. It just feels off today. Load time is very long. Maybe I don't even see the names. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, we're coming right at when the session is starting. This is gonna be quali, or not quali, formation.
Warm-up lap.
Yep.
Formation lap.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers who are not moving, and they're also like just teleporting in. I wonder if that black screen may have caused some people not to choose their fuel and like strategy. That's kind of odd.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright, so everything still seems okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's ghosted. We get my information up on screen so I can see what the hell is cooking.
So we have 4 people on mediums: Torch and Hunter, Mozzie, Grosjean, and Kurov. So that'll be interesting. I mean, that could be indicating that the rain could come later in the race if they're going to go on the mediums. So we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, right now it's looking pretty sunny, but that could easily change in a couple laps.
I'm sure we're gonna see some rain. For some reason, those guys at the back with the mediums, I think they're giving it away.
I mean, it's also a risk though. If it doesn't come out on the mediums when you are about to pit, then you're going to be pitting for another stop, which is going to be very unfortunate. That's something you don't want. But, I mean, of course, we could always see the safety car come out early. I mean, it's pretty much come out every single race ever since this patch with the safety car, so we'll just see what happens.
So,
and for some reason,
did we lose Neon Rays? I don't see him in the lobby.
Yeah, apparently we did. We did have 19 drivers.
Cow. I didn't even pick that up.
So our championship leader is gone at the moment, and that's going to hurt him a lot. So he definitely won't be champion leader unless the people around him don't gain any points.
Just so, by the way, second in the championship is Crimsonium and then Grosjean.
Yeah, so Crimsonium's third and Grosjean's in 14th, so we'll have to see how that plays out as these two are setting up in the front row and everyone else is pretty far behind at the moment.
Right, here we go. They're lining up on the grid.
Yep. "26 laps. Let's see what happens. Take it away."
Well, guys, thank you, sir. We're waiting for everybody on, and we have 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4, 5 lights. It's lights out, and away we.
And there's a jump through.
Go. It seems like there was a jump stop for some reason, but anyway, we're going. Oh, there's car at the back. It's an Alfa Romeo. Is it Flo? Who's that?
That was Kurov.
Okay, but anyway, we got a good start in the front. JC still in the lead with Crimsonium, followed in second position by Legion. Somehow Crimsonium passed Legion in the front with Bubix fourth and Plender fifth.
So,
Good and clean in front. We have a yellow flag, sector 1.
yep, those are the Williams. They both fell off at the same time, and so did
Yeah, oh,
Philo.
I see Alpha going wide again at the back. Guys still pushing hard in the front, JC. Crimsonium looks very racy today in that Alpha. He's pushing him hard. I think we might see some dodgy moves or car movement in Maggots and Bigots while in dirty air. It's not easy keeping that car in a straight line down there. Let's see what happens as I come down into Maggots and Bigots. All looking good. Crimsonium looking solid behind the Toro Rosso, following in close.
Oh, and he kind of slides there, Mozzie.
JC.
As
Crimsonium
Mozzie.
taking the lead.
Mozzie has gone completely wide, and he's losing out on a lot of position. There's also Tupac, who looks like he's spun as well in the S's here. And
JC has lost the lead in the front. He's gone off at Maggots and Bigots. Crimsonium passed him, followed by Legion in second place. JC down to third place now.
JC definitely has work to do.
Yeah, it's exactly what I said, man. The guy's got pace, but yeah, it's when it comes to race pace and consistency, I still think you need some grinding and stuff, but it'll come by itself. Just some proper practice and long practice sessions, a lot of laps.
And we're seeing a couple.
And he fights back
into the
immediately
pits.
from Legion. Sorry, JC taking the inside line to leave from
picks up the
Legion.
second.
Goes second, and he kind of squeezed the Ferrari off track slightly there. I don't think Legion would be very happy about that.
I wonder if he had any damage too. I'll see if he did. It doesn't look like he took any damage out of that, so he'll be happy.
No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, JC coming back strongly. Wants to get that P1 back. Now we got Plender all over the back of Bubix for P4 and 3. Sorry, P4 and 5.
Right now, top 7 is very close.
Losing, I can't cover everything.
Oh, that's for 2 people going really wide in that turn there. Plender's gonna be losing some time. Flush River will be on the attack. As we come into the S's.
Gaben Uber says the South's already claiming the first victims.
Let's see, can Plendor get past him on the straight? I think he will. Yep, he will. He's gonna go side by side, maybe coming up to this turn. Nope, he's gonna stay behind him at the moment.
Yeah, Plender really pushing hard for that P4.
And JC is also catching him way up back to Crimsonium. He was second down at the start of this lap, but now he's 4 attempts.
Yeah, he's fighting back strongly.
And he picked up the fastest lap.
Definitely got pace. He just needs to try and keep it clean. Yeah, sorry. He's putting up the fastest lap. Everything looking nicely spread from each other. It's JC coming really close to that Alpha. Wonder if he's gonna think about a move down the back straight. What do you think?
Definitely. I mean, DRS should be opening soon, or this lap, so...
It is already active.
Oh yeah, it is,
He's
yeah.
got DRS, yeah.
So that'll definitely help him.
Only goes wide again, does he? No, he doesn't. Almost thought he went wide there for a minute. So, who do we have down the order? Let's see. There's action between Mossy Gaming and Floor in P11 and 12. Mossy Gaming just made a move on Floor. Floor being up in P12 already. That's a really good start from him. First league race for SLR. Looking pretty solid.
And I'm just looking down here as a lot of people are going through the S's. So far, so good. No real mistakes ever done in the first lap with Mozzie and Tupaka both spinning in there. It looks like Flesh River might have the opportunity to get past Plendor, as Plendor has made a mistake. They're going to go wheel by wheel here.
Ooh.
Oh, and they ghost into each other, and that's going to push Flesh River wide, as now he's losing a spot to Gemis. And it looks like JC is still catching up a lot of time to Crimsonium. But I don't think he'll...
There's a nice battle going on here for P5, 6, 7.
Definitely, these drivers are pushing each other to the limit, and we have another yellow flag in Sector 3. That's the Williams of Odin, I believe.
Oh, Odin. Alright, so we have the Red Bull all over the back of Dumpstruck. Thinking about a move, but no, he backs out. I think he's gonna go for it on the straight. He knows he's got DRS on him. Let's see what he's gonna do. It's only 4/10 off him.
The gaps are slowly starting to build, but there's still battles going on. And Bush River has 12% damage on his right wing.
Oh, that says a lot, and he's still keeping up with the Gemmas, which is pretty impressive because not easy with all these high turns, high speed turns, with some damage on your wings.
Definitely, and I wonder if he can make a move here coming into the DRS straight. He's making up a lot of time in this turn here, but will it be enough for him? He has to have a really good exit now and then a whole bunch of speed. His tires are at 25%, but I don't think it's enough right now, as he does not make the move.
On the back.
Fortune Hunter, he's catching close to the dump truck, but I don't think he's also going to be making a move here.
Right, so JC is now ever closer to Crimsonium. He's really close to him. Only 2 tenths, 3 tenths. As they're going down, where's this?
Coming into turn 4, I believe, right now, but JC might look for the move on the inside, but it's not there at the moment. We see a Sector 1 yellow flag. That's a dump truck who's gone off. Oh. Unfortunately, I did not catch that, but he's lost out on a whole bunch of positions. That's not going to be looking good for Toro Rosso now, as JC is the only person right now who can get points for them. And it looks like the main battle is going to be between Crimson and JC. Yep. Let's see what happens behind them. There's a lot of 1 second gaps, but they're still pretty close to each other, everyone.
Yeah. Crimsonium doing a pretty good job hanging on to P1 at the moment with the...
and JC spun off?
Goes into the wall!
No!
Almost his whole wing. That is massive front wing damage. I'm sure we can see him put now for hards. It depends on what the weather's going to do, which they only know, not us. But, that's unfortunate, man.
This not, I mean, both Toro Rossos spin on the same lap. You cannot write this any better, unfortunately. That's both Alphas will be happy to see JC and Dump Truck falling off the grid at the moment.
Going around the outside of JC, the easy pass, as he's got no downforce, having to go so slow.
So now Plendor and Beedix are fighting for a podium spot at the moment. Beedix just getting past Plendor here, and now Plendor has some work to do if he wants to keep up into third, as looks like Beedix has the much better exit here. JC picks up a 5-second penalty. Oh no.
It's even getting worse, man. Such a shame.
Definitely, and Plendor, his tires are starting to wear here. Starting to take a toll on how he's doing these turns here. And let's see down the grid. No frets. We have no frets attacking Flaw for a point here. Can Flaw defend well?
Yeah, like a game Nuba says, 30 SS, it's very difficult, man. It's so tricky. Gotta be so careful. I'm a victim myself of that. It's not easy. Gotta be so careful.
And
you can easily lose it, especially when you run.
Oh, Dump Trucker has retired. Oh, okay, in the pits.
Oh,
I thought that was.
Man.
I thought that was him.
Retired. He's ghosted.
Oh, is he not in the pits? Oh no, he is.
But he shows ghosted for me. Yeah, he's left the session. He's gone.
Wonder why.
So that, I've got no idea.
Wow.
Alright,
okay.
so Plendo only 4 tenths off Bubex in P3 with that McLaren. Legion catching up to Crimsonium. He's into DRS zone now. So Legion is on the move.
Yeah, Legion is on the move.
Yeah.
He's wait.
Might start struggling with softs, do you think?
Yeah, they're gonna start struggling with softs now. I know a couple people are hitting 40% right now. Legion right now, he's around 35. He'll be fine for a couple more laps. Right now he's saving ERS though, so I wouldn't expect him to move yet. Right now he's below 50%, so I guess until he has around 60-70, then he'll attack Crimson here. And let's see what Crimson his tire life is looking like. Looks like I can't see actually. He doesn't have telemetry on, but we would assume that he's near around 40, 35-ish. That seems to be what everyone else is on the softs.
Yeah, Legion just lost the DRS on the Crimsonium. He's just outside 1 second, now he's just inside 1 second. Let's see what happens down the straight if he gets the DRS or not. But it's going to be very tough. I think it's for him, it's very important. It's crucial to stay into the DRS zone with Crimsonium. So once he's out, Crimsonium's probably just going to stretch that lead even more. But he's got good pace at the moment. I reckon he can keep up with him.
Oh, and yeah, he's catching up a lot of time in the S's here, and let's see what happens.
I think he's running a little bit more wing than Crimsonium by the looks of it. If I look
And
at the,
he's on the attack.
times.
He has 5 ERS. He wants this now. He thinks this is the
brilliant
best
stuff.
opportunity. Let's find out. As he has DRS, I think he's going to make the move. Can Crimsonium defend? Let's
He's
see.
going around the outside, easy.
I think, oh no, is this going to be barely? Let's see what happens. Tupaka picks up a 3-second time penalty. Legion does not make the move. It looks like that's Crimsonium going into the pits. Okay. Is that an early pit stop? I don't think so, honestly. I think that
Yeah,
he
very
may have just
interesting.
decided
We
that
have-
his tires are just done for. And it'll be interesting. Will he pit for another pair of stops if he knows the rain will come shortly?
Yeah, we have news from the pit wall. Joel, dump truck is with us. Sir, what happened there? Can you tell us more about your retirement?
Yeah, I just lost it going into turn 1 there and spun out, hit the wall. Completely broke my front wing, and after doing a whole lap of the broken front wing, I figured I was just out of the race.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man. There was a lot of expectations from you tonight on this track. But
Yeah, I thought I had a decent qualifying, and then the first few corners were a little messy and dropped a few places and was pushing a little too hard, I think, trying to get back up there and just lost it in turn 1 there.
that's unfortunate. While we do have you here, what do you think or reckon's the weather gonna do during the race? Are we expecting any rain?
I personally didn't look at the weather at all. From what I can see, I have no idea. I think it'd be interesting to see some rain in maybe the second half of the race, though.
So you noticed your teammate spun. Do you think he can make his way back up to first to win this race? Or do you think it's over for him?
I think first or maybe a podium is probably out of the question. I think he can probably still climb back up into the points. I think he's proven he's probably one of the top 2 or 3 quickest on track. So I think if he can keep it on the track, he can hopefully make it back up in the points.
All right.
Pretty honest. Thank you for tuning in with us, man, and really appreciate the feedback from track. And
Yeah,
Pitbull.
no problem.
All right, until next time. Back to racing. I see Crimsonium pitted and he's gone for hards.
Yeah.
Very surprisingly. I wonder why that is. I mean, it could have easily, I wouldn't say easily, but we stretched for another lap or 2. I'm sure they can go from mediums to the end, man.
I think we're going to see the pit stops now because
Practice. It's definitely doable. Unless it's just playing it safe.
these softs are dead right now. Plendor, he's looking at 60% on both his left tires here, and it's going to cost him some pretty
Oh, that
big
makes
time.
sense. Sorry. Forgot. Yeah, Crimsonium is on keyboard. That's why he's gone hard. Obviously, keyboard and controller. It takes a lot out of your tires, more than a normal wheel width.
For sure.
Piano. So
And-
yeah, that explains a lot. So thank you for that game.
I'm just looking here for any potential overtakes. We only have 3 people who are within a second. Plendor is going to go in the pits for sure. His tires are pretty much dead. Flesh Ripper still has quite a bit of life in there. He can probably handle 2 more laps. Mozzie Gaming picks
Mozzie
up a
Gaming.
time penalty.
Oh.
I wonder what these
Alright,
mediums are
so-
looking at.
Not sure. Let's see.
They're looking, all the medium people, like the 3 people who were close, they all started pretty well. They're all next to each other. Legion picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's going to be
Oh,
really bad for
that
him.
might just cost him the race.
Yep. JC also picks up a time penalty, so yeah, the penalties are starting to
Yeah.
roll in. And it looks like Fortune Hunter is going to be right now in second place, right behind Jemis.
Alright, so the pit stops is coming in strongly. We have
Yeah.
Legion in the pits, Bubix, Blender, Place River, and No Threads all in the pits. So they're all going for mediums as expected. I think it's a good time to put 16 laps on mediums. It's doable. But yeah,
Limitrix.
it doesn't seem like we're expecting rain for some reason.
The Mitrix has found her way up to 6 at the moment. Let's just hope that she doesn't take the pressure too big and doesn't
So
spin out.
Legion's come out behind Crimsonium about at second, but he's on mediums while Crimsonium is on hard. So Legion's definitely going to be quicker than him because he's on fresh mediums. But we'll see how those tires last through the race, and
If
he
it
can
doesn't,
keep on the
like,
pace on those hards, Crimsonium with the keyboard.
I think, I don't know, like, it's hard to tell which driver's on the better tire, because if it doesn't rain, Crimson might have a little advantage, I think. Because he
Yeah.
is pretty fast on that keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah, Pretorius, it's custom weather. It's the first test for the tier 3 guys tonight, and apparently it was said that it would be rain in the race. Maybe, maybe not. It's overcasted, but nothing has come yet. And according to the driver strategies that we're following, doesn't seem like they're expecting any rain soon. So let's just take it as a dry race for now.
Yep.
One thing's for sure, we should get a safety car now. This whole race is wide open.
Surprisingly, yep, no safety car has come out yet, and we're nearing the halfway mark of this race.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunate for the driver errors. Otherwise, and the start there was a alpha that went wide on start. Not sure what happened there.
Legion
But
might make a move.
yeah, otherwise it's been pretty clean so far. It's by the tier 3 boys and lady, of course. Speaking of the lady, Elementrix running P6 of female driver, not looking too shabby.
She might make.
Oh, she nearly loses it.
Yeah, I have a really cool angle of this. I'm watching Legion right now,
Around. I think those tires must be so dead right now.
and will Legion be able to make a move on Crimson? I think he's catching up a lot of time on those mediums. So let's see. I'm still looking for any other battles happening, but it looks like a lot of people are just within 1 second of each other at the moment.
Fortunately, running P2 at the moment with Grosjean third, but they all still have to put the top 5. So technically it's Crimsonium in the lead with Legion, only 3 tenths behind Crimsonium now. They are really, really close. Look.
Yeah, like you can see he's making up a lot of time here on those S's, but it's just, if you have a better exit here, he can definitely make the move, and I think he might, with Crimson hitting the grass, it might be over for him right now.
Oh, he's all over the back of that Alpha. He's definitely going to go for the move around
There
the
you go,
outside.
side by side. Yep. That's a good move by Legion, who's potentially in first place at the moment as Jimis pits. So Fortune Hunter right now is leading the race, but he is on mediums. We'll just have to see what happens.
Great
And
move by Legion there.
let's see, Mozzie Gaming might make a move. I don't know. He's catching up on Grosjean, but maybe he'll decide to play it safe. His mediums look like they are at 50%.
Oh, something happened to Jace. Someone's falling down the line.
Oh yeah, that is. Oh, that's because they're pitting.
Oh, okay.
That one's gone off.
Thinking for a minute it was Jimis.
Yeah.
I thought for a moment you went off or something. Alright, apologies for that. Overexcited. We want some heat and we're not getting it.
So JC, I mean, he's found himself in the 10th at the moment with everyone else pitting. So I mean, yeah, okay, podium may be off the table, but you never know.
Yeah, as Flo and Elementrix both in the pits for mediums as well.
I think Mozzie, we might see a move here, and the S is, he's caught up a lot of time. He unfortunately hit the grass though, so it's going to lose him 2 tenths, but I believe... I don't think he'll make it.
This race is not even halfway yet, and I'm already tired of all the talking, and it's really close to the S. Oh no. Yeah, this is the closest action on track at the moment by the looks of it.
Yep. But I don't think Mozzie has found any potential option to make a move yet.
Pretorius asking how's the penalties looking. Let me have a look for you, sir.
I know for a fact JC has one at least. Legion has one. I don't know if Crimson has one. I don't think he does. Mozzie definitely has one.
No problem. Let me have a look.
JC picks up the fastest lap, so you can just see he's going to probably slice his way up the field a little bit, even though those mediums are on 7 lap. Old.
So Legion has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'm not sure if we served it already or not. And then Crimsonium's only got 1 warning. He's got no penalties. So it's pretty even at the moment. Except for the 5-second penalty, which we are unsure if he served it in the pits or not. Because he got that on his way into the pit lane when he made his pit stop. So difficult to say whether he served or not. We can't say.
So Legion has...
Oh, JC with the fastest lap. He's on the move. He's in
Yep.
P10. Into the points.
Crimson, he's 2 seconds behind Legion, so those hards may have not been the right choice here.
Yeah, someone's passing. Yeah, there's a move. The Alpha made a move on the Has. Mossy Gaming into P2. Nicely done. Going into the second last corner. As they're coming up to a Ghost, that is a Williams in front of us, so dump truck. Yeah. So that puts Mossy into P2, but
Oh,
the top 3 still has to pit.
JC is catching into Gemis, and Flaw picks up his third penalty of the night, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's follow Jason Chemis. That should be
Odin.
really interesting too.
Oh,
Really
what?
quite quick.
Ignoring blue flag.
Odin. Ignoring blue flag. Okay, can be lucky he's not disqualified.
And JC picks up another fastest lap. You can just, I think honestly, JC, he can make it to the top, very
Yeah,
honestly.
he's the fastest man on track. If it wasn't for his drive errors he made earlier, he would have probably been the lead by quite a margin already. But it is what it is, like my good old friend Icewind would always say.
Also,
But,
if you look up in the sky, Wimpy, it looks like we're seeing some clouds, finally.
oh, definitely. I can see the track is starting to get darker and darker. Are we gonna be in for a crack oven in
I can just imagine the carnage. Mozzie picks up a time penalty, but imagine the carnage in the last, like, 6 laps when it starts actually raining, and people have to start deciding, do I want to keep my position, or do I want to pit and work my way back up? And Mozzie Gaming loses out to Grosjean here. Let's see what's happening up there. They're going side by side, coming into second to last turn. Actually, Mozzie is going into the pit, so it looks like those people on the mediums who started on the mediums are in the pit now. Mozzie's around 60% on his tires, so Grosjean. So I wonder, okay, so Grosjean and Fortuner, they can't pit at the same time. So I wonder if that's going to cause any issues. So let's see their tire wear.
Yeah, I'm looking at Elementrix sitting next to me racing, and it looks pretty darn dark on her screen at the moment. Seems like we're expecting it seems like we're expecting raindrops any minute, man.
Yeah, and looks like, okay, so both Haas's have really good tire wear. Like, they're only around 30-40%, while Mozzie was at 60.
Mozzie putting for softs. So clearly he knows something that we don't. He's got 11 laps to do on the softs easily. Fresh softs, no problem with that.
Yep. And
Might see
I'm
a fast lap
thinking,
from him.
if it goes all well at the moment, these two Haas's, if it rains at the right time, they're going to be potentially even winning this race, because they're in a really good position.
Yep.
Their tire wear, like, handling it has been really good. I'm impressed.
I wonder why. I wonder if that's not why they were stretching it so long from the start. Must have. I mean, they can go to what, lap 20, I guess. Another 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
asking for trouble.
definitely. And we might see a move on Gemis from Flush here, as JC's also right behind him. So JC has a potential 2 positions to gain out of this, as JC actually picks up a time penalty, so that's going to hurt him in the long run.
Okay,
But-
so we have the first house into the pits, which is Grosjean.
Okay, I guess not. I guess they're not going to drag it on.
Yeah, I think they must be communicating with each other. We have Ocean Chief as crew chief of Fortune Hunter, so
Oh, and
You will
JC and
obviously
Flush
know
are
what's
fighting.
happening.
They're fighting right now. Gemis
here we go.
might have to
Round
make a move.
outside. Sorry, you go.
I mean, I had a really bad camera angle, unfortunately. I couldn't see
Alright,
him.
so the JC's going for. I think he's still staying behind him, just after the SS. But that year in the SS is very, very dangerous. A lot of cars coming closer to each other now, they're bunching up. One is a ghost, so it's probably backmarker. Oh, what's that noise?
I don't know. That might just be one of my neighbors. I'm sorry if that was kind of loud.
No problem.
God damn it. Okay, let's see. I mean, so, well, the Haas, Grosjean, he swapped to softs again, so I don't know. Will we even see rain? I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to wait.
Right, so we have JC going in the trying to make a move around the outside of the Red Bull. Wow, what a move! He's gonna
Wow.
right around the outside,
Yeah.
down the back straight, going just before they get to the SS. Brilliantly done by JC. It just shows you the man's talent, man. He's got pace, he's got talent. Just needs to work on his long distance racecraft, I would say. His consistency. Can figure
Fortune
that out. He'll definitely do good.
Hunter picks up a 5-second penalty, and he's probably going to swap to those softs as well. And
Yeah, JC passes just miss as well. He's on the move. He's flying. He's
yeah,
absolutely flying at the moment. He's
This
P6
is,
already.
so that puts
Charging
Legion back
off the
in front.
blender. Oh, Crimsonium is going into the pit, so he's also putting what is put on. Doesn't seem like we're getting rain. Still looks dark on screen, but yeah.
It looks dark, but I don't know. I mean,
It's not going on softs.
Mozzie picks up the fastest lap on those softs. He might actually slice his way upfield as well. We'll just have to see what happens. Legion has a 2-second gap from Crimsonium, so he's looking in a pretty good position on those mediums at the moment.
Yep.
Flesh, he's kind of cutting it close, maybe. Not really. He's losing time now as I come into his perspective here. It is the closest battle that we can see at the moment.
Yeah, Flesh Lover seems like he's holding up to the back of Jimus. Sorry, I keep getting his name wrong. Sorry, so apologies for you for your J1 miss. Anyway, yeah, Flesh River 8/10 off him, and now he's getting well, kind of a, I wouldn't say slipstream, but from a ghost that's got in front of him.
Draw picks up
down the backstraight.
Okay, so I think either people don't know what blue flag means, or they think just because they're ghosting doesn't mean they have to apply the rules.
Yeah,
that's the
I
second
think
blue
you
flag.
get like 3 warnings, and after that, if you don't need to go past, you get a warning or a penalty or something.
Yeah, I mean, just because you're ghosting doesn't mean you can't just be in their way. You know, you got to move a little bit. Oh, and Flesh River almost taps the wheel of Gemis, but he luckily saves it, and it's still getting darker.
Absolutely all over him.
I feel like if rain's gonna come, it's gonna come in the final few laps where it doesn't even matter if he pits. So maybe we'll see interesting, like things happen with the track where it gets wet and people start spinning, maybe, and that could cause a lot of position changes instead of going into the pits. I don't know. We'll just see what happens in the next 8 laps here. Legion looking in a very favorable position. Endor has caught up a little bit. He's within a second of Beatdix, so maybe he can make a move on him whenever it's possible.
I think still Flesh River and Jim is still the closest battle on track at the moment. We do have Blendo, seems like coming closer to Bubex as well.
Oh yeah, Plendor's gonna make a move very shortly. I mean, looks like Beatdix hitting grass here, and the S's, a lot of people catch up on these S's. It's very easy too. Then you'll have the DRS straight to work with as well.
Blender has caught up with Bibex. He's now only 4/10 behind him.
Yep,
See if he can make a move on the back straight. He's got DRS on him.
I think he will. I mean, they're really close yet, but you can see there's going a little. Oh, was that a weave a little bit? But it looks like it won't be enough to defend his position. Yep. Or maybe it will be. I don't know. As they're going side to side, I think it will be as he kind of pushes Plendor off wide a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a naughty driving there by Bibex. But nothing serious. I mean, it's just hard racing, I guess.
Yep, he's determined to keep that podium at the moment. We see Flesh River catching up to Gemis, but it doesn't look like it's enough. And also right behind Flesh is Fortune Hunter on those softs, so he's going to have to be worrying about that in a bit because those softs are going to slice Flesh River in half.
Yeah, so Legion still in the lead with 1.7 seconds. He knows he's got 5 seconds penalty. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait with me. Yeah, so he knows in the back of his mind he knows he's got a 5-second penalty, which needs to try and get a bigger gap from Crimsonium. But at the moment, it seems like Crimsonium's maintaining the gap to 1.8. So yeah, pretty good pace with him from 11 lap old hards.
And here we come. We see Fortune Hunter just making up a lot of time here. He'll probably make the move in the straight, but he'll get really close on these S's now. He'll have to make sure he does not screw this up. He can potentially gain 2 extra spots as Gemis is also looking to struggle here, and Flesh River is also going to attack Gemis at the same time, so maybe we'll see a double overtake by Fortune Hunter. He's going to go into the middle of them, maybe. Oh, he kind of gets tapped, but it's going to be enough probably to make a move on Gemis now as he loses out on 2 positions. Oh no, Gemis just hits him into the wall. Oh, we have to definitely catch that on the replay. No. That is very aggressive driving.
I was spectating just missed.
That is very aggressive driving here. We still have battles going on with Plendor and JC making a move as well. So JC is making his way almost up into the podium. You can just see in the replay right there, Gemis. Honestly, very aggressive move. And that is Fortran are really definitely disappointed about that, and probably
Full credit to your
rightfully
camera
mad.
work over there, sir. Full credit to your camera work. Nicely done.
Yep, and now we have JC making a move on Plendor, who's also looking on the eye of Bbex, and JC hits the back of Plendor, but he does not. Okay, he receives a little bit of damage, but it's nothing too major. Luckily, he got away with that.
Sorry, also just hitting Flesh River.
Oh yes.
Going around the back straight now, going at the exit of the back straight. Or just before you get the back straight, rather. Apologies, but he's...
Oh, and Plendor. Oh god, there's so many battles going on right now, but Plendor and Bbex are fighting now, and JC, he could potentially gain 2 spots to retake the podium. JC doing an excellent job. Oh, and that's Plendor is spun. Oh my god. And JC makes a really good avoidance there, and Bbex, that may have been an over-aggressive move as well. And now Plendor is out of the contention from a really good race from him. He's going to be disappointed now as he drops a whole bunch of positions.
Jim is catching up quickly to Flesh River in P6. He's definitely going to be making a move down the main straight.
I don't know what just randomly happened, but everyone is starting to get very aggressive at it. So it looks like the rain is not coming anymore. It's starting to sun up again. Grosjean retires from the session. Oh no, that's just a terrible race from Haas. They're not going to be happy. They had a really good mid. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's okay. Plendor.
Did he get a slowdown or something? He just slowed down big time. I think he had a slowdown or something. Oh, safety car, safety car.
Oh yeah, that's a safety car. Yeah, so it looks like whatever happened with Grosjean, I don't know, I believe he made this, I don't think he retired on track because his car wasn't moving, so I mean...
Safety car.
Yeah. I wonder how that's going to change things, because will people pit? Crimsonium has caught up to Legion, but now it doesn't matter because safety car is going to slow everyone down anyway, so wow, okay. Wow, let's see what happens here. It looks like Tupaka's pitting, Plendor's going to... Okay, actually, that's good for Plendor as well.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see some guys putting softs at the back, maybe.
This is a blessing for Plendor.
For the guys at the back. I mean, they've got nothing to lose. The guys in front have got everything to lose if they, well, not everything, but yeah, they won't pit for 4 laps left in this race.
This is a very late safety car. I believe the safety car limit is once it's the last 3 laps, then it can't come out. So we'll probably see it come in at lap 23. I don't know if it'll stay out until the end. I don't think it can.
I'm just thinking it's a very tricky situation. It all depends on what position you're probably in, whether what you're gonna be doing. You know? So we're gonna have a 5-lap sprint, like Game Nuber says. Yeah.
Oh, and that's Legion who just completely went off. He's on the grass. Actually, let's see on that in the replay, honestly, because I caught that at the end. I just want to see exactly what happened there. That is insane. You guys can just see Legion.
What's happening in the front? We had a position change from Zonium and Legion.
Yeah, I just showed a replay. Legion just completely went off track. I believe he lost balance or something, and now Crimsonium is taking up the first position. So that's going to be very bad for Legion. Crimsonium is a tough opponent to get past. He's not going to be happy.
So they finally caught up with the safety car.
And Odin needs to be careful as well. I believe there is some... okay, so from my experience...
I got onto soft, so we can see Fortune on for maybe making some critical moves towards the end on those softs. He's got fresh softs right at the back. I would have done the same thing if I was in his position, so yeah, good choice to you and your crew.
Do you know what the rules are if you're a lapped car in safety car?
No, I'm not sure about the game, but I know that it's supposed to let you go past and unlap yourself, but I don't think the game does that. It doesn't allow.
Because I had a race where that happened, where the lap cars just went past everyone. Here, like Odin could potentially if he wanted to, but I don't think he will. Looks like he doesn't want to.
Sorry, for some reason Legion again passed Crimsonium, so...
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't think you're supposed to do that in under safety car, so...
really
maybe Crimson fucked up? I mean, we'll have to see if Crimson reports, and we'll just have to see. JC, so JC, this is a good thing for him. He could potentially win the race if he is lucky, because, I mean, he's super fast. He's been the fastest driver. He's worked his way up the field, so this is a pretty favorable position for him, but unfortunately he does have 31% damage on his right wing, so maybe that can affect him a little bit. So...
Give me a second, I need to do something.
That is crazy. JC, honestly, I know it's kind of maybe early to say this, but I'm gonna call him already driver of my day. Like, He's honestly been really impressive this race. I mean, there's only 4 laps left, and I don't know if there's a lot of time for anyone else to make that title other than JC. And it's really unfortunate that his teammate Dump Truck went off, because it looked like Dump Truck was going to have a good race as well here. And we're still waiting for a safety car to come in. Hopefully it comes in this lap, so we have a very intense 3-lap per slapper. Sorry for recording this.
Think there's gonna be a 2-lap sprint, I guess. Who joined us? Hey, who do we have here?
Can't hear you.
Let's see. Oh, it's Mr. Grosjean.
Oh,
How are you,
okay.
sir? Direct from Pitwall, tell us what happened.
What happened?
Yeah, how did you end your race?
Yeah, I tapped with no threats in stow. We were side by side, you know, spun happens frequently.
Yeah,
Got slammed by a racing point behind. Lost the wheel.
that's unfortunate,
That's
man.
unfortunate, man. Great minds think alike, eh?
You guys, both houses were doing really good, and unfortunately, I mean, this hit the fan, and you guys fell off.
Fell through on that lap. But I don't think it was anyone's fault. Just happens.
Otherwise, you had a good solid race up until now. It's unfortunate for you not to be in the race now behind the safety car, because I think we're gonna have a crack over the last 2 or 3 laps towards the end.
I was hoping for a safety car since I was on.
Yeah, now it comes now that you're out there. Yeah. But anyway, good race, man. Solid, clean. Unfortunate for the incidents, but it's it's a good race so far. Really, really nice battles going on and stuff.
Ball picks up a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with no threats. Let's see if he has any damage.
Yeah,
Yep,
thank
thank
you,
you.
sir. We'll see you next time around.
And I can't see Floss Elementary, that's unfortunate. No threats, does he have any damage?
Oh, is the safety car still staying out, which
Yeah.
means we're gonna have, if he goes in the next lap, we'll have a 2-lap sprint.
This is a fortunate way to end this race. I mean, we had such intense driving on those final couple laps before this. There were so many battles going on.
JC P4 is, although he is on 18-lap old mediums, but I'm sure we can see that guy on the podium.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
race.
his
Just needs to keep it clean.
only obstacle is his wing. Right now, his damage is at 30%.
Oh yeah, that's correct. Yep. No, that's gonna hold him back a little bit.
But I think he can do it. Like, honestly, he's been very impressive. I think
I'm
he can do it.
surprised that a couple of people at the back didn't pit. It really surprises me.
Oh, and he has to be careful here, JC, to not get more damage. It looks like a lot of people are doing some weird movements here on the safety car.
That's unfortunate. As a lap car, now you're stuck behind the safety car, like Odin at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
That's
people...
one thing they should definitely sort out in the next F1 game, if we're lucky.
Well, I've seen
Notice-
people get past the safety car, but, I mean, it's weird. I guess maybe he doesn't know that. I mean...
Oh no,
Oh.
Big Spin P3. He's
Oh
off track.
no,
He
B-Bix! I can't
No,
find him because he
Bibix.
keeps going down the grid.
He should be kicking himself after that.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's the second spin on their safety car.
Unbelievable. What is happening?
So, okay, predictions. Can JC win this race now?
Ooh, it's not even started and it's already came through.
I
He's
mean,
on
2
the
laps
podium
left.
already.
He has
But-
2.
But I think he can take these guys in front of him. He would. I wonder if he knows that Legion's got a 5-second penalty and Crimsonium's only got 1 warning. Let's just double check on that. If it's still the same.
Yeah, JC right now looks like he has 6
Only 1
seconds
warning.
penalties.
Oh no. JC's got 1. Oh sorry, Crimsonium's got 1 penalty. So
Safety car
just
is
double
in.
check on, yeah, I just want to double check on JC's penalty. I think he's got a couple. Oh shucks, he's got a lot.
Hope you guys are ready for this 2-lap.
11. Oh
sprint.
no, JC's got 11 seconds of penalties.
Whoa, really?
Yep, he's got a 5-second penalty and 2 3-second penalties. So yep,
He may have served that, I think. Maybe.
let's hope so.
We'll find out. If it does,
It's still got 6 seconds left.
if that doesn't help, I mean that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
Because he definitely
Here we
won't
go.
be. Yep, here we go again as Legion goes wide, and he picks up the time penalty for going wide.
No, Legion.
That's so unfortunate.
Oh no.
Here we come. Hopefully nobody crashes out here. It looks like it's so far so good. We have a Mercedes making a move on Well, let's go down the grid here. It looks like a lot of midfield action. It's pretty safe though. Odin's maybe just accepting the fact that he's lapped here, letting people pass him.
Flash River all over the back of JC, trying to make a move there, but JC's got a good exit on the corner. Mossy Gaming with a 3-second penalty, so yeah.
JC
A
under
lot of
attack by
penalties
Flush
coming.
and Gemis. Oh, and
Oh,
Gemis
contact.
spins! Oh, he's out.
No, there was contact, there was contact.
Yep, there was
You want the
contact.
replay?
I do. Let's see if we can see it. I was caught a really good angle of that
I
one.
saw it on stream, you got it there. Oh man. It's been a really good race, but some incidents questionable. Some
Yep.
incidents, just unforced errors by drivers. But yeah.
Gemis will be disappointed from that as well. Limitrix picks up a time penalty. Let's see.
It seems like JC is struggling for pace at the moment. I wonder.
Yeah, that wing looks like it's not going to help. Yeah, the pressure and the wing, it's not going to help, and the fact that he knows he probably has time penalties, but yeah, this may just not be JC's race anymore like I thought it was going to be.
Just a quick thing. Legion's got 8 seconds worth of penalties. Crimsonium's got, I think I said 3 seconds.
Yeah.
No, also 8 seconds. Jace, no, I'm lying. Hold on.
We're on the final lap, so we're about to find out what happens now. Everyone is super close though.
11 seconds of penalties for Jace.
We could see,
Love the equation.
I think we're going to see some big eatage going on here. It's the final lap,
We're
everyone.
gonna see Flash Rubber on the podium here today. I think we're going to see him on.
We'll see
He's
because
got a lot of penalties.
I think a lot of people are going to make moves. This is the final lap. They know if you're going to make a move, now is the time. You can't wait anymore. Plendor is on the attack of Mozzie.
This is what's really interesting. Flash River does not have a penalty. I'm sure this guy's in contention for P1 or P2 currently if he can keep the space up. He's only
Oh yeah, definitely.
about 4 seconds off the lead, and the leader himself has got 8 seconds. Crimsonium's got 6 seconds.
Look at that
Jason's
midfield
11
battle.
seconds.
Look at that midfield battle. We have almost like 6 drivers going really close to each other on these S's
I'll keep
here.
an eye on the leaders.
Yeah. Odin picks
So
up
the
the
leaders
time
are
penalty.
straightforward. Legion pulling away from Crimsonium on the back straight.
Oh, will anything happen on this
6
straight?
seconds.
I'm so eager to see some dives. Let's see. Oh, there might be a dive from Tupaka and no frets. Tupaka gets past him. Tupaka might also get past Pundor. I don't think it'll happen. And that's it. I think we're going to see Legion right now cross the line.
Last corner, going over the line. And
Yep, Crimsonian gets past him. Can JC get past him? JC does not. Flesh River gets a second place. Oh, there's so many movements going on right now.
Wow, Flash River P2. I kind of expected that with all the penalties going on.
Limitrix. Oh, what a race. 7th?
Wow, Elementrix P7. Our female driver took P7. Well done, girl.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
That is an excellent result for sure.
Brilliant stuff.
And Flesh River is going to be
I think
happy
that's
with
the
that.
first points in tier 3 as well. So,
And that
well
is the
done to our
end.
female driver for taking a P7.
That is
Anyway,
the-
back to yeah. I'm so lost between all these penalties.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going
Safety
on.
car describe. Oh, I don't know. Who do you think is gonna be driver of the day here? This is gonna be tough, man.
honestly,
so many good moves and stuff.
I still want to say JC. Even though he has the penalties, I feel like he made an excellent, like, way back up the field.
Sorry, who did you say?
JC, even though he's, ended up in 6th, I feel like he still could deserve it. Obviously, Crimson
Persuaded, you
also...
got that right. A new record for SLR, the best finish for a female driver in SLR ever.
7th.
Well done.
That is insane.
Elementrix from P16 to P7. That is really nicely done. She's definitely also in contention for driver of the day. But there's a couple, so let's go through. You say JC?
Yeah.
Oh, this is tough.
By the way, someone got a 20-second penalty for an unserved drive-through.
Wow, okay.
That is funny.
Legion, we cannot leave Legion out of the equation. That guy also drove a fantastic race, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you have so many good drivers.
For the penalties at the moment. JC, I would tell you what's my point. What's the reason? Kind of not going with him. He's made a lot of unforced errors himself. Compared to other drivers, he's came back strongly at the end though, thanks to the safety car as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I would.
Yeah, it's really hard to choose. I mean,
Let us know in
Legion.
chat. What,
Yeah,
what does the chat say?
Chat, you
Help
guys
us.
vote. You guys vote. It's
Let
too
us know
many
in chat. Who
drivers.
do you guys think is driver of the day?
There's 18 of you guys.
Tolls
Come
up
on.
first. Elementrix. Come on, chat. Help us out. Who do you guys vote for driver of the day?
And let us go into
It's a
the.
really, really, really tough race, but yeah.
It's very tough indeed.
Crimsonium also did a really, really good race. Everybody's saying Elementrix. What do you say, sir?
I mean, sure.
I think it's a fair call. I mean, it's not always about winning fastest on track. It's about
I agree with Neff,
especially
actually.
they mentioned P16 to P7.
Neff Lukes said that Pretoria should get driver of the day. I mean,
Yeah, Pretorius, like you say, tough pick for the driver of the day, man. But I definitely know who is the female tier. Yeah. Come on, guys, help us out. It's
yeah, I mean,
Elementrix definitely in the contention. I would say together with Legion and Christmas has also had a good.
honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. It's too hard.
All right.
let's let's get these
it's
interviews, I guess. Looks like we have both alphas on waiting for us, so let's bring them down and see what they have to say.
Oh.
Hey,
Hey guys,
What's up?
so what a race, right? Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, my heart
Congratulations on your win.
beats. Thank you. Oh. That was a race.
That
That was
was,
a race.
honestly, we were enjoying the hell out of it.
Well, that was. They all said it is going to rain. It is during the race. All want rain, and thank God there was no rain.
Yeah, we were like, okay, like when's it coming? I mean, some people were doing different stuff, so we didn't know what was going on.
Well, yes. So first of all, I want to say big thank you to Legion. Not that he got a penalty, but he got such a strong pace. He was so fast, and at the last few laps, I didn't believe him. I couldn't even catch him. But somehow it worked. Somehow I got into his penalty stuff. Don't know how to call it. Penalty
Yeah.
range?
Gap. Penalty. Gap.
And that offered me the win. So I didn't thought I win today. So I was completely fine with the second place so far. And well, yes, but again, big thank you to Legion. Very well done.
Yeah, that
Very
was.
nice battles. I really enjoyed it, and it looked like he enjoyed it too. So hope to see you next race in Germany, so we can continue this fight.
So, Mossy,
Yeah.
anything you want to say?
I think you can also say that the last few laps are difficult to handle. So I had 9 seconds and tried to freeze everything out of my car to drop that down so much.
Well,
You know,
same here.
yeah, and I thought I going to be 10 or something, but yeah, I was quite happy that the others had also some penalties that gave me P5 and some really good and much points for Alpha.
Yeah, well, yes. Actually, I think it's the best result we ever got for Alpha, or didn't we? Or we got better somehow.
Maybe you got better. I know.
Spain maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe yes. Well, okay. I
Yo,
don't know.
congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a really, really solid race. Lots of mistakes from different guys. Contact, good racing, bad racing, unforced errors, everything in one race.
Yeah,
I
well,
think it was a
yes.
pretty good race, man. It's so tough that we can't even come to a conclusion to who's our driver of the day. There's a couple of guys that that's lined up for that, but
We're all
yeah,
drivers today.
yeah, we're still deciding. But I think we're coming towards a point now. There's a lot of there's a lot of votes going to one way, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you very much, and a great drive by both of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you to both.
Yep.
Thank you.
Looking forward to see you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll
For sure.
see you guys on fire again
sure.
next week.
For sure, it's our home Grand Prix. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy. See you next week.
Yeah.
thank you. Have a
Alrighty,
nice
bye bye.
weekend.
Move you guys back.
Bye bye.
All right. So I believe we decided on a driver of the day, and it's going to be the first ever female driver in SLR picking up the driver of the day, Limitrix, finishing in a respectable 7th position, and here she is right now for an interview.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi.
So what are
You
your
go
thoughts on this race? Did you expect to finish 7th? I mean, you jumped up quite a bit after you crossed the line.
Yeah, like that wow. I have no words. It's like what?
Well, you have made history tonight, as like Pretoria said. Um, First ever female driver, best finish by a female driver in SLR ever. So it's been a historic day. So it's been a tough call. There's a lot of guys that would disagree on a driver of the day, giving it to someone else. Which I would also agree. It could have gone to anybody, but I think because you know P16 to P7, there's probably guys that also did a big move on grid from start to finish. But yeah, like we said, we're a female driver, best finish ever in SLR. It's a historic day, so well done,
Thank
our driver of the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
We
Thank
were
you.
surprised though that you didn't stop for softs at the end, very surprisingly. But yeah, it seems like it all worked out thanks to the safety curve.
Sometimes the crew chiefs are not always right.
That is correct. Jeff does do some questionable things sometimes when he contacts you mid-race, saying, "Hey, you should go on this strategy," or "Hey, this one."
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
anyway,
it's very odd because I've got Wimpy on my left, I've got Ocean on my right ear, I've got Jeff in the other one, so I've got a three-way street going on around me. So it's hard to hear everything.
yeah, I can imagine. Anyway, once again, congratulations, driver of the day to our female driver, Elementrix.
Thanks,
Now,
guys.
Yep.
see you next week. No,
Okay.
I definitely want to speak to a very also a driver that impressed me a lot tonight in the form of Flash River, which
Yeah.
is probably the closest to Elementrix for driver of the day that was in contention. I felt very strong to go for him. But
bring him
yeah,
down.
I mean, he's driven a great race, so let's get him.
Hello, Fletcher.
Mr. Flash River. Hello, sir.
Are you there? Oh, here he is. See his mic moving. Flash, are you here?
River, are you there?
All right, we'll come back to him, I guess.
He's got some mic issues. He says he can't hear or something. He's typing to me.
Oh, okay.
He's just gonna restart his Discord quickly. Let's give him a second to do it.
All right. So next week, you guys catch us at the same time in Hockenheim.
Yeah, don't forget tomorrow night Tier 2. Also
The real
at
Thunderdome.
Silverstone. The real Thunderdome. Correct. So yeah, I think tomorrow is gonna be. I just hope it's not gonna be raining tomorrow, because it's gonna be. It's gonna be. If we have a race like we just witnessed in Tier 3 tomorrow, it's gonna be epic. But yeah, I can only dream of those type of races lately. I don't know what's happening in Tier 2, but hopefully the guys will all get their acts together and drive a nice race. I mean, it wasn't too bad last week in Austria, but yeah. Anyway, let's see if Race River's mic is fixed. Hello, sir. Can you hear us?
Yeah, and I can hear you.
There we go. Welcome on stream. This is SLR Tier 3 live commentary in the box with Van Beets and myself, Wimpy. How are you, sir? And how do you feel after that outstanding
Uh,
P2 finish? Tell us.
I'm pretty damn excited. I did not expect finishing P2. My goal for the day was to get in the points. I had a couple of rough races before, spun off and crashed a lot last 3 races. So my focus was just to keep it clean, try not get any penalties, and in the end, it worked.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
as we were on the last lap, I was going through the penalties. I was trying to figure out, and I was telling man, Flesh River is looking for a possible win or a P2 here, which is going to be outstanding. And eventually, you did get it when you went over the line to P2. I was like, holy cow, that was amazing, man. And you, between yourself, Legion, and Elementrix, you guys were all in contention for driver of the day. Yeah, like I said, I strongly feel one of you guys also deserved it, or both of you deserved it. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Like I always say, but you've driven a really, really, really well, good race, man. You were up there all the time. You never doubt. You kept your cool, calm, and collective, as they would say. And yeah, you got your P2, man. It's probably your best finish ever. I can
Yeah,
only dream of a P2.
my first podium, so that feels nice.
Very well done, man. And you, between you and Legion, I think I mentioned it earlier on stream as well. For me, you two guys are the rookies of the season so far. For me, you guys have impressed not just me, but I think also the main man, Mr. Chief, a lot with your pace and cleanness of driving. So yeah, well done, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, happy to hear it. Thank you very much.
Yep. See you guys,
Anything
or
else from you, man?
see you in next week in Hockenheim. How are you looking for that?
Not my favorite track, so I think I'll just approach it the same way. Try and drive cleanly, no penalties, and hopefully I'll climb a few positions in the end.
Yeah, anything can happen there for sure.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us, man. Until Germany. See you next week.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.
All right, let's pick
Alright,
up.
who is next?
We got
We
Legion
have-
and No Threat left.
Let's get Legion in. Yeah, let's get him in.
Hi,
Hello,
Legion.
sir.
Huh?
Hi.
Hello.
If I'm right, you finished
Third.
third. Okay.
I think it was third, mate. I
You
got
had a
5
pretty good
second-
race, but what happened? Like,
I know, mate. A 5 second penalty for speeding in the pit. I didn't see. Looking at my speed, I wasn't doing 50, like, but I think it was Bailey says that even though your clock's saying like 37, your speed still like 50 or whatever. Like, but I'm happy with third, mate. I'll take that.
you will? You honestly feel like you can? I mean, honestly, you had a really good race with Crimson.
Mate, I should have had that one. Like, to be honest with you, like apart from that 5 second pit, I believe I would have won that race. Like, but Crim kept me honest and made me a few wee mistakes. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I want to ask you, in the safety car, what happened? Because you spun, like.
mate, I was looking behind
Yeah.
me. I was looking behind me to see if Crim was going to pit, and then I just messed myself up, mate. I panicked and fucking looked forward and
Okay.
I threw myself off.
Did he let you pass? Because I know you got
He
the
did.
position back.
He did.
Yeah.
He's a gentleman. I appreciate that. Like,
Yeah. Well, good race by you, man. You had good pace all the way. You were right up there. Never let Crimsonium out of your sight. It's unfortunate due to all the penalties
I know,
that
mate.
turned this whole results on its head in the last lap and two with the safety car.
I know.
But yeah, like I said previously, the two guys that's been the most impressive for me, rookies of the season, I would say, is yourself and
No threats.
well, no threats as well, yeah. But Flesh River, he's also been
Yes,
really
mate. Yep.
impressive. He's got P2 tonight, the man. I mean, you
Yep.
guys are doing a outstanding job by not just your pace but also your racecraft. So yeah, we it's possible that we can see some guys soon being promoted to higher tiers if it carries on like this.
Yeah, no. There is some fast boys in here, like Crim. Being able to keep up with Crim on that track was, I enjoyed it. Like,
Yeah, you see, there's some guys in tier three that's actually faster than a lot of tier two guys, but due to their racecraft and cleanliness, they cannot drive there because tier two, like you know already, is the real Thunderdome at the moment. But
yeah,
yeah, it's not always about pace. You know, it's You need that cleanliness and that specific racecraft to keep it clean. Like if I'm sure you've watched the Tier 1 guys drive, they are
Yeah.
so close to each other. They do not touch each other. They race and
Unbelievable.
respect everybody so well on track, and that's what we are working towards.
Yep.
And yeah, so. But I mean, you're on the right track, man. So well done. Keep it up.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Wimpy.
Thank
Yep.
you very much. See you in Germany.
Cheers, mate. Bye bye. Bye.
All right, let's bring in the last
Right.
interview. Mr. No Fret.
All yours.
Hello, No Fret.
Howdy.
How was your race?
Interesting.
Uh,
I got
where did you finish again?
P4.
Before? Yeah, so you must have jumped along with a whole bunch of other people after the line. How did
Yeah,
that
Got
feel?
penalties helping you a lot.
Yeah, I think I got from P9 to P4 on penalties.
Wow.
Not the
just
first time that's
remind me again,
happened
where did
for
you
you
qualify?
this season.
What did I do? I only got the 3-second penalty on the second to last lap, I think.
I remember that. Yeah, I saw that. I remember
It was
that.
quite frustrating.
Yeah, but still a really good, solid and solid race by you, man. You've kept it clean. You kept your head down all the way, and you managed to pull off a good position and some good points for you tonight. So yeah, all credit to you. And you're also looking really solid so far. Been impressive. So keep it up. Don't be like myself and some other guys in here.
Yeah, I got spun out on turn 1 on the first lap. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw that. Like you and the other Williams both were pretty much off track after that first turn, fortunately. But you made a really good fight back. Very impressive.
But yeah, I wasn't impressed because I did quite well in qualifying for once. I like the track, but this track doesn't like me. So I always mess up sector 2 big time every single time. And I think the last sector as well, where you can essentially just go off track and gain like
Yeah,
a good few temps.
I know what you're talking about.
There's a couple of people who were doing that, I think. But I try not to do that.
Yeah, I
Alright.
feel you.
Well, good race, man. All credit to you. We'll see you next week in Germany, hopefully. Then, if you're up for that.
Yeah, will be.
Alrighty.
All right, thank you.
Until
Alright.
next time.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Okay, so that's gonna end today's stream. It's been a pretty intense race, even with no rain. It was still very fun to commentate over. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Thunderdome tier in tier 2. Me and Wimpy will be in there driving. And then on Saturday, you guys can also watch tier 1 SLR. And yeah, that's it. Anything
and
else?
On Sunday, 2 SRL tier 2, and straight after that tier 1. So we got a jam-packed program still ahead towards the weekend and across the weekend for you guys. Lots of racing ahead, but yeah. Until then, till tomorrow. We'll see you again.
All right,
Bye-bye.
goodbye.